Oh my God, we back again. Listen, we're gonna pick up where the last stream left off. I didn't forget. It ain't over. What up, Fight World? Your boy Ego in the back with some more boxing. Shout out to Jose de Jesus. He was in the last chat. It started to get a little bit chippy. Wait till these notifications going out. This is the Canelo hot seat extravaganza. We're gonna see who's a man fan and who knows what they talking about. Coming right up. Y'all can hit the dislike. That none of that matters because they was mad. They was mad at the last chat. Well, let me see what let me look at the stats. It was like 20 something dislikes. All right, we're gonna find out. Oh, okay. It kind of simmered down. There was but there. Look. Yeah. Hold on, let me show y'all. They was hot. Anytime you say anything about Canelo, no matter if it's fact, look, 24 dislikes. They was hot. Oh my gosh. They was mad, but we gonna see who knows they boxing. You can get mad. At least I get an emotion out of these dudes. Man, I can't wait. Wait till these notifications go out. My palms is itching to talk about this stuff. Make sure you come in and smash the like button. I'm just getting prepared. I told you I was coming back. I was gonna go come right back, but you know, I had to leave and do some stuff. Cursor, what's up? It's about to go down. Y'all get ready. Shooters, get ready. Y'all gotta get ready, cause they gonna get mad. Oh my gosh, Cursor, he's saying shout out to all the shooters. That's what's up. I like seeing that. Q Ward, what's up? Man, we about to break old media down bit by bit, even more so. They're already dead, but we gonna really put the nail in the coffin. Cursor. Nah, I'm just picking up where I left off in the last stream. Listen, let me cue you guys in case you guys didn't see the last stream, don't know what's going on. We're talking about Canelo versus Kovalev. You know, we're talking about what type of fight it is. I'm giving my opinion on the fight. Me personally, I think it's more than meets the eye type of fight. Hold on, let me turn this down. I think it's a more than meets the eye fight. I think they're trying to advertise it as it's going to be this epic, you know, Canelo taking this huge risk, but I don't see Canelo as being so small like they're trying to make it out to be. You get what I'm saying? Like, they're making it like he's just coming up 2 weight classes and going to take on Crusher. There's some danger there, of course, because Kovalev. But again, most people do not believe that Sergey Kovalev is the Crusher that beat Jean Pascal. A lot of people do not believe that Kovalev is the person that will unify the division of light heavyweight. They're banking on this. The guy's bigger than him and advertising it as a 4-division champion. But to me, it's Golden Boy's angle with Canelo is played out. He's been fighting bigger guys. Look, Canelo looks small to y'all. Look. Does he look more like he 147 or something? Come on, bro. Look at Pacquiao and then look at Canelo. Canelo's just short, but look at his thighs, look at his calves, look at his arms, look at his neck. Bro, he's not. They trying to make it look like he hella small. He's not. He's just shorter than everybody. You know? But Canelo swole up. Canelo, he's just real stocky. Motherfucking neck like this. I was born ready. Bolo Young looking motherfucker, bro. What? So I don't think Kovalev finna handle all that. 127V $2 super chat kicked it off. He said Jim Jones trying to have 69 violated. I mean that. I mean he telling too much. That motherfucker telling on people that don't have nothing to do with his case. That's weird. Hey, Jim Jones, he be saying vamp life, he a blood. Like why you what? They ain't got no code. Motherfucker telling on anybody. Like none of these people had nothing to do with racketeering and all that. You know, Max Kellerman, he touched a girl's booty hole. Like what the fuck are you talking about, bro? What does Max Kellerman got to do with it? You know what I'm saying? Talking about Otto Violin is a 9 tray bloods and shit. Like damn. That's why he bloodied up Tyson Fury face because he Treyway. Damn, this shit crazy. He said, you know, Ego be doing the vampire streams. He likes them blood. Yeah. Okay. This dude needs some fried chicken. Why you so salty with man Canelo? Was that funny? I'll let him stay if that was funny. I need fried chicken. Ha ha ha. Fried chicken's fucking delicious, but if that was funny, he could stay. Look at the names, faces, and profile pictures of people doing the most hating. Daniel Garcia, out of nowhere, says this guy needs some fried chicken. Jose de Jesus just clapped him, bro. Hey, tough crowd. That was what? Oh, Canelo finna get this work. Yeah, okay. I got your fried chicken. Jose made the executive decision. He said that shit wasn't fun. Bro, that was just random. Yeah, this guy needs some fried chicken. Oh, okay. The black chicken. Why do the blacks like fried chicken? This guy needs some fried chicken. These motherfuckers is desperate, bro. The black channel. These blacks need fried chicken and some collard greens. Where is the watermelon? Like, what the fuck? Y'all about to get this fucking work. I promise you that. They say shit don't have nothing to do. This guy needs some ham hocks and chitlins. What's up with all this fried chicken? Like, all right, bet. Y'all gonna get that work. Y'all go get this fucking work. Smash the like button. I promise you that. The black channel. These dudes are desperate. Now, in my opinion, the Canelo Alvarez fight is cool. It's cool. But I can't get like I was more hyped for Canelo Jacobs, to be honest, because I thought Jacobs had more of a, I don't know. I would like the matchup when I first heard about it. Like some matchups just click for you. He said, just tune in after work. All of a sudden I want some fried chicken. Fried chicken comes from Germany, not black. Shaking my head. Bro, they can say whatever they want. It don't matter. I'll be in LA next week. So, yeah. Anyway, the bottom line is I think they're building the Canelo fight to be something that I don't think it's going to be. Another indication that I didn't like the Canelo and Kovalev taking selfies. Like, okay. That's like Rocky Balboa and Ivan Drago taking a selfie. Like, think about how heated the face-offs and shit were with Rocky Balboa and Ivan Drago. Like, this man just killed Apollo Creed. Imagine them, he's like a piece of iron. Like, you know what I'm saying? And taking selfies. Come on, bro. That would be weird. Ivan Drago, we should do the selfie real quick and post it to the gram. That would be weird to me. So part of you making this 4 division champion, 2 weight class jump, seem threatening would be to not have them act buddy-buddy with each other. Beyond that, when Kovalev was the Crusher, that don't seem like Crusher behavior. Maybe he's gotten softer or something. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, when I looked at the Crusher, I was like, damn, this dude is just like, the way he would talk about Adonis Stevenson. You know, Adonis Stevenson is like real chicken, you know. Adonis Chickenson, you know. When he's talking about Ward, when he's talking about, you know, doing face-off, it wasn't all this giggity shit. He seemed like he had bad intentions and he mean it. So maybe he lost some of that over the, you know, over the course when he's lost and stuff. I don't know, but maybe he just likes Canelo. I don't know what the situation is, but I wasn't a fan of that. He said, "Hey, yo, Adrian, give my selfie stick." Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know ain't nobody want to see Rocky Balboa, you know, dapping up with Drago and shit. Drago was trying, "I must break you. You will lose." Drago was coming with it. So if you want to make this sound like such a threat, I don't think DAZN just has a weird feel to me. You know, it's like they're trying to be too cool and hip and trendy. They're trying to turn boxing to like the Mickey Mouse Club or something. I don't know. It's just, I don't like that. I want to see, I don't know. Maybe I'm macabre or something. I don't know. I want to see, like when Wilder and Bermain Stavern were like, "Oh, I'm going to catch a body. I promise you that." Like, I want to see that type of shit. I grew up on wrestling, you know, WWF, WWE, whatever you want to call it. I grew up on that. So I grew up in the Tyson era. Like, you know, and Tyson was my favorite fighter. He talking crazy. I don't want to see this buddy. You could be like, I don't care about sportsmanship. That's great. You can be buddy after the fight. I'm talking about before the fight. Ain't nobody trying to see that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. That to me is weird. So if you want to make this look so intense, oh, Canelo's moving up 2 weight classes, why would you make it look like it's, you know, like Stand By Me, like this tale of coming of age tale for boys and they taking pictures together? That's just weird. Part of it, of like Canelo jumping up 2 weight classes is something. It's really not 2 weight classes, but whatever. That's what they're billing it as. In my opinion, to make that sound what you're trying to make it sound like, them not being buddy would make it seem more believable. Like, oh shit, this guy's really coming to knock him out. But Kovalev's smirking and smiling, that just gives me a weird feeling. Like, I just hope this fight don't look like some fixed bullshit, you know? Just look like it. Just like look like something that, like Pacquiao versus Josh Clottey. And to me, it gives me that type of feel when I see Kovalev. You way bigger. You should be trying to break Canelo. Canelo's a great fighter. You should be trying to break him from the beginning, not like take selfies with him. Bro, Kovalev will go down in history if he beats Canelo. Just because of the popularity of Canelo and Canelo's resume and stuff. So I don't like seeing that, me personally. Daniel Reyes says Kovalev versus Canelo doesn't seem that interesting, honestly. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's weird because it seems like if this would have happened years ago, it would have had more impact. That's how I really feel about this. Kovalev is not acting like a champion. That's what I'm saying. Kovalev, you know, Kovalev is acting like he's just happy to be here. Kovalev acting like the dude from Coming to America. Oh my God. I will cherish this day for the rest of my life. It is you. I can't wait. And he's like taking pictures with Eddie Murphy. Remember at the hockey game? That's what Kovalev acting like. Oh, thank you. And he's bowing down to Eddie. Like, what the? This dude's underweight than you. And if you beat him, you gain more than if you lose to him. If you lose to him, you get whatever they're paying you, which is great. It sounds like good, like really good money. But if you beat him, you probably got a rematch in there, and you're gonna make more money. Kovalev, I am happy to be here. He just seems happy to be there. I don't like that. And it was a Knicks game? I don't think it was. I think it was hockey. Somebody do a fact check. I thought they was at a hockey game. I don't think it was a Knicks game. That's a classic movie, though. Oh, it was a Knicks game? Okay. The fans say it was a Knicks game. Yeah, well, whatever. That dude at the Knicks game, that's what they was acting like. Oh my God, it is you. Like you just so happy to see Canelo. I don't want to see that. And then I definitely don't. I think it hurts the promotion. I after I see that, why would I want to see you go to fight week and then get in his grill and you know what I'm saying? Like they shouldn't have never did that. That just looked too friendly. But fuck that. About the fight, more about the fight. I just think if this would have happened a couple years ago, it would have been more intriguing. I think it would have been more intriguing. But timing is everything. And we've seen this. De La Hoya is trying his best. There's a lot of promoters, and I'm not going to throw a bunch of people under the bus, but a lot of promoters, and you could see that they're still trying to promote. They got to evolve a bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really feel like the promotional tactics, they're what worked. What worked in 2004 ain't gonna be what's working now necessarily. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But just saying this shit, we're in a different era of boxing where people have channels like mine, new media's here, digital mob, let's get it. Just a different era of boxing, different ways to consume boxing, different competition, you know, these different types of things. So just saying, just the basically saying stuff and marketing it, I don't feel like that's enough to make people believe. Like let's get into it, because I know we're gonna do some hot seats. They're gonna start getting mad right about this point, because I'm gonna start hitting y'all with the facts. I got my iced coffee. I'm ready. Smash the like button. Chavez Jr. versus Jacobs. Nah. Yeah, I mean, it's just, that's kind of whatever. Jacobs, I think Jacobs would be too much for Chavez Jr. Like, see, that's what I'm saying. DAZN seems like old ESPN. ESPN used to have fight, not now. I'm not talking about recent. I'm talking about ESPN. Aside from like classic fights and Friday night fight, excuse me, where they're showing that, you know, I need to take my allergy medicine. Give me 1 second. I'm about to take my allergy medicine because this shit is fucked up, and I don't want to forget. I'm on that Billy Joe Saunders. Oh shit. That's that Billy Joe. Oh man. I'm on that. Don't be asking for my B sample. That's that Billy Joe. Yeah, I'm off that Billy Joe right now. All right, let's get it. So back at it. I just feel like there's a lot of DAZN fights, and they're like novelty fights. Does that make sense? It's like a novelty fight, like Logan Paul versus KSI. What does that really mean for boxing? They can say whatever they want, but what does that really truly do for boxing? I don't even know what weight class it's at. I don't even know if the two guys are the same weights naturally. You know, they look like they're in two different weight divisions. But whatever. So what does that really mean? You know, Triple G versus Derenchenko, you still ain't seen Andre. You still ain't seen fucking Charlo. You know, so what is that like? Like, for example, who really believes Triple G versus Derenchenko is the man to beat in the division? You get what I'm saying? Triple G just fought Tootsie Rolls. The butterfly, that's let me see that triple Stephen Rowe. Like, what is that really? You know, I understand mandatories and all that shit, but the bottom line is Triple G should have fought Derenchenko last year. We probably wouldn't even be in this position. That's the reality. But he chose, when Canelo failed a drug test, which people sweep under the rug. When Canelo failed a drug test, he said he had a camp, and fuck that, he still wanted to fight. And he chose to fight Vanes Martirosyan, who wasn't relevant at the time, hadn't fought in two years plus, and switched promoters and was coming off of a loss. I was at the fight. It was on the Edeslandi Lara versus Vanes Martirosyan 2 card, and they had both Charlos. Okay, here, to put it in perspective, see, this is how my memory works. I promise you that. That card had Austin Trout versus Jamal Charlo, right, at 54. When Charlo was still at 54, and his little brother, they're the same, they're twins. So Jermell Charlo fought John Jackson, and he was kind of getting outboxed, and he knocked him out. That's when he became a title. That's when Jermell been a title holder. So look at the Charlos, how far they've come from that particular date. So basically, Vanes Martirosyan, last time he fought, prior to fighting Triple G, was when Jermell became a champion. And he's been a champion for hella long at this point. And then his brother, Jamal, moved up to, he fought J-Rock and then moved up and has already had a couple of fights there. So that's just to put it in a mental perspective, how long Vanes Martirosyan had been out of the ring before fighting Triple G. So I'm not, the Triple G Derenchenko, it's all right. Cursor, I'll see you later. It's all right, but I feel like that's behind schedule. We should have got that last year. So I'm not really pressed about that. You know what I'm saying? It's like Victor Ortiz versus Brandon Rios fighting now. I mean, I'll watch it, but it's not what it would have been had they fought when they were supposed to fight. You know, when Mike Alvarado was fighting Brandon Rios in wars and shit, and Rios won the first one. If they would have fought Victor Ortiz right after that, then that would have been something else. A lot's changed. You know, I seen an interview. Amir Khan talk about Kell Brook. Who cares? Real talk. I hate to be blunt. No, actually, I don't. I like it. Is anyone really tripping off of Kell Brook versus Amir Khan at this point? See, this is what happens when you don't listen to the boxing fans. We tell you what we want. We tell you when we want. Like, okay, I'm going to use my dude Cursor. Let's say we all rented a cabin, and I'm the chef. And he's like, man, I could go for some scrambled eggs and bacon with potatoes. Right? I wait 2 months and then say, hey, Cursor, I got some scrambled eggs, bacon, and potatoes. He don't have the same appetite for the same thing that he wanted 2 months ago. But had I made what he requested at the time of, then you would have satisfied that appetite. You get what I'm saying? That's how things work. You could be craving pizza, but if you don't eat pizza today and 5 months pass, that don't mean you're gonna be craving pizza the same way at another particular spot. That's how it is with these fights. Yeah, we're craving Canelo versus whatever, or Amir Khan versus Kell Brook at a particular point. But you can't just wait and do your own thing, and then people take losses in between, look vulnerable, look suspect. Other people emerge and catch your eye, like, oh shit, I'm really checking out for Jose Ramirez, or I like Gervonta Davis, or other people. Wilder's a beast. Things change. Then the promoter want to come and give us what we were asking for years ago. You know what I'm saying? That's like MC Hammer and Coolio were gonna do an album. I'm just making something up. In 1998. That's dope. But you can't not do it in 98 and then give it to us in 2019 and expect it to sell the same. We're talking about two different, lots changed. You feel what I'm saying? You can't just give it to us when you want to give it to us. That's the reality of it. So Triple G versus Derenchenko, man, so he could have fought him and kept his IBF belt last year. That's when we wanted to see him fight a guy like Derenchenko. And it fit perfectly. Canelo failed a drug test. He had already had a full camp training for a tough fight with Canelo. You could have fought Derenchenko. Since that point, the IBF stripped Triple G. Canelo beat Triple G. Triple G has no belts. Triple G took a year off. Triple G fired Abel Sanchez. Triple G came back to fight Tootsie Rolls. That's what's happened since. So for the powers that be at DAZN to feel that now is the time and this is a big fight, it's like off course. It's off schedule. Triple G, we want to see him. He's 36, 37. I'm trying to see him fight Charlo or Andrade. I don't really care about the Derenchenko fight. And then on top of that, they've been doing no promotion for it. They've been doing no promotion. Oh my God, shout out to Adrian. We got analogies for days. DAZN is like a restaurant who keeps messing up your order. By the time they deliver your actual order, you already lost your appetite. Killing them with the analogies. Killing them. This is what Ego's Army does. Look, this is DAZN promoting. This is DAZN's promoting. DAZN USA. In 2 weeks' time, Triple G is back in action. Triple G Derenchenko. Look, 2 weeks out. It's fight season on DAZN. Bro, I understand Derenchenko's not your fighter, but they don't even tag him. This is lazy. They don't even tag Derenchenko. The flyer is just a picture of Triple G like he fighting himself. You have no picture of Derenchenko. Man, this shit is a dub, bro. Like, they don't even have... Why would you put a graphic of just Triple G? I get it. That's your fighter. But the fight that's going to be on your platform is versus this Al Heyman guy, Derenchenko. You know what I'm saying? Hey, who the fuck is Brother Ed? Hey, bro, you got to back when you do a selfie. Your avatar looks sick, bro. That motherfucker took the avatar from here. Is this thing on? Hey, you got to back up, bro. You tell me what to do. Let me tell you what to do. You need to fix that avatar, bro. You look crazy. You look like Bill Cosby's cellmate, dog. Ego, give Canelo credit. Yay, he fought a dude. Who? Kanye West? What the fuck is yay? He said yay. Fucking Sunday service ass. Man, learn how to... Before you talk to the God, learn how to type, bro. He said yay. Yay, he fought. Hey, yay, hey, yay. Yay, I gathered here today. Who the fuck? What are you talking to, bro? That motherfucker talking in medieval talk. Yay, he fought. Hey, yay, hey, yay. Yay, he fought. Get your Yeezy ass the fuck up out of here, bro. Yay, he fought a dude for Scott 7 years ago. two two weight classes below. Man, who the fuck are you, dog? Man, I don't know who the fuck that is. That motherfucker talking in fucking old English. Yay, he fought for 5,000 centuries. Man, shut your old ancient voice ass up. Ancient alien sounding ass up. What the fuck? I don't know who he trolling. I don't know who he beat. I don't know who he lost to. But he put the picture, zoomed the fuck in and all that shit. Like it's taking up the whole screen. He did that on purpose. Anyway, these dudes is desperate. They always want to beat somebody else. Hey, I thought Cursor left. He really was still in the cuts laughing. It is me. It is I, Pieter. Yeah, them motherfuckers talking that old English. Yay, Canelo fought 7 years ago. Like, shut your old narrator sounding ass up. Motherfuckers sound like a narrator to National Geographic's Christopher Columbus in 1492. Yay, travel the Red Sea. Like, shut your ass up. Travel the Red Sea. Man, get these bums out of my shit, bro. Motherfucker talk about travel the Red Sea. Man, get your Scandinavian ass the fuck up out of here. You motherfuckers coming my shit sounding like Eric the Red, like Vikings and shit. Give Canelo his credit. He has done for what he has set out to do. Like, shut your Wolfenstein ass up. Motherfucker talk like Wolfenstein and shit. Yeah, Gettysburg Address sounding ass motherfuckers, bro. What Gary Russell video? Where Gary? I ain't seen Gary. What video? What did he do? Where Gary at? He said he's stalking motherfucker. Bro, let's get to it. They about to get real mad. I think Canelo versus Kovalev may come out to be more exciting than we think because Canelo comes from a big win. A big win against Jacob. All right, yeah. That shit was not what it was cracked up to be. To me, the Canelo Jacobs didn't even live up to the fight I thought it was going to be. Like, same thing. I was looking forward to Canelo Jacobs and I was looking forward to, like, let's say Klitschko, Tyson Fury. I was really, hyped about these fights. And then when I watched them, I was like, obviously Canelo Jacobs was better than Klitschko Fury. But still, it's the same thing where, like, I went into, again, it's a movie where the trailer is better than the movie. You know, you see the preview like, oh, that's for the be raw. And then you go see it. You're like, the best parts was in the trailer. That fight was trash. Like, Jacobs just took the money. Man, see, the thing is, Jacobs started off real slow and, like, timid. You know what I'm saying? And then Canelo don't got no stamina. That was not it. And it had a horrible buildup. But anyway, DAZN seemed like the old ESPN. This is what I was saying. DAZN seemed like the old ESPN. Like, it's like novelty fights. Like, it's like, remember when 50 Cent was talking about him and Cameron start beefing? And if 50 Cent was like, he said, like, Cam, you know, Koch is the graveyard for artists. It's like people used to go to ESPN when they needed, when they've been taking bad losses. Like, let's say Shane Mosley took back-to-back bad losses. Then he'll go fight on ESPN and, you know, try to get back. He'll have like a low-level fight on ESPN. That's what ESPN used to be. Now they got, you know, better fights because they're with Top Rank or whatever. But it used to be like kind of like the graveyard. Like you retire Kermit Cintron or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Send me on Twitter, David. You know, and that's what DAZN is seeming like in terms of they seem like novelty fights, like just fights that should have happened another period of time and then now they got it. You get what I'm saying? Like Triple G Derevyanchenko. It's all right. It like Okay, put it this way. I'm going to Spence versus Porta, right? That has a slamming card. But just the main event alone, I think people are genuinely excited for it. Errol Spence looked dialed in. He looked lean. Sean Porter says Errol Spence ain't not fought a style like his. So I'm looking forward to that. Tell me you get the same sensation of Pacquiao Thurman or Errol Spence versus Porter that you get when you think of Triple G versus Derenchenko. Please tell me that. Now, let's take it a step further. Let's do a vote right now. Porter versus Spence or Triple G versus Derenchenko. What fight excites you more? I'm going to let the fans speak. Vote right now. If you could only see one this year, what fight does it for you that you have to fuck the undercard? Let's just say main event for main event. Errol Spence versus Porter or Triple G versus Derenchenko. DAZN so desperate right now. I bet KSI Logan Paul will be their biggest grossing fight of the year. Probably. Spence Porter. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We know, and this is the only advertisement I've seen for this fight. You know, a couple pictures posted and a graphic that says 2 weeks out. Really? So Fox is up here doing a face-off, and Sean Porter's like, you got talent. He said, you got talent, you ain't got skill. You know, they doing a face-to-face face-off. Sean Porter's hosting and talking about it. They're doing PBC podcasts. They're doing Fox Camp Life training camp shit. Bro, where's DAZN at in this whole process? Where's anything for Triple G? How you going to wait? That's what I'm saying. DAZN made it sound like they were coming in the game to change the boxing world and, you know, take the boxing world by storm. And like everything the way y'all doing is all wrong. Let's show you how to do it. You ever see somebody like that? Like you in the kitchen cooking and someone, watch out. Let me show you how to get up on this here grill. And then you have a good grilling method. Your food always comes out tasty. And then someone like, you young whippersnapper don't know how to do nothing with this grill. Watch me show you how I used to grill back in 72. You jive turkeys, step aside. And the motherfucker put an apron on, get on the grill, and start burning the hot dogs. Get your stupid ass off. When I was on the grill, I wasn't burning the hot dogs. You feel me? And then fucking Uncle Ruckus or whoever the fuck come up and, y'all know nothing about this grill shit. And let me tell you, I was the grill chef master in 86. You know, I used to be a mechanic, might be a carburetor, might be an alternator looking ass. And they always gonna school you on how you doing it wrong. And then they get on it and start burning the links, burning the hot links, burning the chicken. Shit smell horrible, sticking to the grill plates. I thought you was gonna show me what this is. DAZN. DAZN got the salmon stuck to it. The fucking fish is like, nah, man, I'm posted, bro. Stuck to the grill plates. And you was just out here claiming that you was going to show me how it's done. That's what DAZN did. They came in way too cocky to be putting out what they putting out right now. Pay-per-view is dead. Get used to it. Showtime going out of business. That's DAZN. Let me show you little young whippersnapper, you little young Thundercats, how to grill. I'm gonna show you how to grill for real. All right. A few moments later, you look at the fucking hamburgers. They're not even well done. The motherfuckers just done, like done. Done. That's the hamburger. Like what temperature you cook these hamburgers? Done. Motherfucker, like you eating bricks. Man, get the fuck. You eating the brick that Craig hit Debo with. Because they burnt the fucking hamburgers like that. These burgers taste like shit. You said you were going to show me how the grill work. These don't taste like In-N-Out. These motherfuckers taste like Out and Out. This don't oh my God. Bars. This don't taste like In-N-Out. This tastes like Out and Out. This tastes like Over and out. Get this shit. 10-4. Clear. These taste like out and out burgers, bro. Up and out. This shit trash. No cap. Fake ass In-N-Out burgers. Oh man, these motherfuckers are slow. Oh, Craig hit Debo with a DAZN hamburger. What are you talking about, bro? Man, come on, bro. But anyway, DAZN said pay-per-view's dead, all this shit. Where? Man, I don't even care. Derevchenko Triple G made the best man win. I don't care. It's not even like, man, I wish I would go to New York. I'm not applying for credentials for that, bro. It's not like this is a business. I got to make sure it, I got to make sense for me to travel. That's a great little fight to watch from home. On my phone. And then what's worse is this. Hey, Gary Russell's a fool. Why is he with Leo Santa Cruz's dad? What the fuck? Hey, he had a pocket, bro. Hey, Gary Russell pulled up on Leo's dad. What the fuck? This just look. This is hella funny, bro. Hell no. That's funny. That motherfucker pulled up on Pop. Yeah, y'all pull up my Pop. He got that Glocky. That Glock 19. Couple of them. Why doesn't anyone want to fight Miguel Berchelt? Tell Lomachenko to fight him. He lost to a Mexican fighter. Let's see how he does against Berchelt. Berchelt's big. Berchelt can scrap. It's not like he has the perfect defense, but I don't think Lomachenko had a perfect defense either. Those are Mexican gangsters, bro. They'll murder Russell bad. Block him. What are you talking about? Motherfuckers, all right. Luis Miguel. Look at the names, faces, and profile pics of the people doing the most hating. He's talking about someone getting murdered. You taking it to some different level. Block him. And motherfuckers, bro. These are the Tekashis of the world. These people that write that. Why would gangsters put, if someone's gonna get murdered, why would you put it on online and shit? Why would you advertise that you about to catch a body for real, and commit homicide? You just gonna tell people in the chat, oh yeah, he's gonna murder him real bad. Gangsters don't even talk like that. Like, yeah, I can't wait to murder this motherfucker real bad. Like, as opposed to what? How do you murder someone real bad? Either they murdered, or they motherfuckers is dead, or they ain't. How you murder someone real bad? Like, as opposed to what? What? I murdered that motherfucker. I shanked him. Oh, I started poking him. Like, what? Man, y'all don't. Come on, bro. So, yeah, I caught him on the yard, and I start bow. You murdered him? Yeah, I murdered him a little bit. But I wanted to murder him real bad. What the fuck does that even mean? How you murder someone real bad? I murdered him just a tiny piece. I went like this and it wasn't real bad. It was just a little bit. A piece of murder. I got a piece of homicide. Like, man, shut the hell up. Ronald Finkley. Let the games begin. 7 days countdown to greatness. 2 Lions. Sean Porter versus Errol Spence. You dig. Let's get it. Kid Corleone's funny, bro. He said, I'm going to kill the shit out you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Last question. Ego, what fight do you want to see? Andy Ruiz, Deontay Wilder. Fuck everything else. That's what I want to see. I want to see that because they bout it. I think Andy Ruiz really will scrap with Wilder, and I think Wilder will fight Andy Ruiz. No games, none. I'm Gypsy King, and I'm the A side and meet with me. I think they'll just get down to business. So if Andy Ruiz gets past, what's the name? Let's see it. We have never seen a black and a Mexican heavyweight fight. That would be legendary. That would be one for the ages. May the best man win. And I like both guys. And I like both guys what they're bringing to the table. So that's one of the fights I would really like to see. Andy Ruiz is not no game. He's not playing game. Like y'all got to get off Andy Ruiz dick, bro. Like talking about he living too much life and all that shit. Get off that man dick, bro. Listen. Give me Andy Ruiz paycheck. I'm gonna buy the same shit he bought. This motherfucker got a Lambo. That shit was raw. That was raw. People, it's always broke motherfuckers checking in with your money. That's how it goes. That's how the game goes. Oh, why'd he buy that Lambo? He should have got a Prius. How you gonna tell this big ass heavyweight what fucking car to get? Oh, man, he's had steak 2 times this week. AJ not black, he British, Wilder black. I said black and Mexican Americans fighting. Americans fight in America. And AJ and Ruiz, the first fight, Ruiz wasn't a champion. Now Joshua ain't a champion. So while you guys are sitting up here trying to correct me, I said 2 champions fighting. We've never seen that. So correct that. 2 champions. First fight, Ruiz wasn't a champion. Fact. Second fight, Joshua's not a champion. So we've never seen 2 champion heavyweights, black and Mexican, fighting each other for belts. So correct that. That's what I was saying. Wilder has a belt. Ruiz has the other belts. If he comes past Joshua, he'll have the other belts. That's what I'm talking about, especially for undisputed. Or even if they had 1 belt. Name a time where there's a black heavyweight with 1 belt and then a Mexican heavyweight with 1 belt. You won't find that because he just became the first ever Mexican American to have a heavyweight title. So that's my point. Anyway, let's get down to the Canelo hot seats. I'm ready to go. Y'all got me fired up. I'm going to pose the same question that I did last stream. Name Canelo's 3 best victories, wins, where there was no controversy. You can honestly say in your heart of all hearts that the mass public, like majority of the people, there was no, hey, this other guy really should have won, that type of thing. Name Canelo's 3 best wins, in your opinion, where there was no controversy publicly, not like some bullshit someone tried to make it controversial, where there was just no real general controversy. Name Canelo's 3 best wins. Now we're going to get the hot seat. Now I'm going to piss them off. Let's get it. Let's go. Canelo's 3 best wins with no controversy. There's no one felt he got helped by the cards or the judges. Okay. Cotto, Mosley, Amir Khan. Cotto, that's a solid one. Mosley was 40 years old. Mayweather beat him 10-11 rounds dominantly. Sergio Mora had a draw with him and he didn't look good. Pacquiao beat him and knocked him down. Then Canelo fought the 40-year-old him. So to me, I don't look at the Mosley as like that was this great of a win. It was just a name. This is what I'm saying to y'all. This is what Canelo has had. He's had a lot of people that the timing was, really good. This was not Mosley when he was fighting even Mayweather. Mosley when he was fighting De La Hoya or Josh Clottey and shit. Jacobs, Cotto, Trout. I think there was some controversy with the Trout with the open scoring. At least that's how I took it, because they had Canelo up, and Trout needed a knockout to win. Then Trout all of a sudden started fighting more aggressive, and he got knocked down. He didn't get knocked down until after it was revealed that he needed a knockout to win. So Trout don't count. That was controversial. Oh yeah, Cotto was at a catch weight, so that, you could say kind of controversial, whatever. So I'll leave Cotto. That's fine. But you see how big Canelo was next to Cotto. He looked hella big. I'm telling you. Yeah, he said Mexican legends say Jacobs won. I think Julio Cesar Chavez. I know Juan Manuel Marquez. Joel Diaz said he was Canelo. He expected more from him. So I don't consider the Jacobs one. I'm talking about clean cut, like Canelo losing to Mayweather. That was clean cut across the board. Unless you like drunk or delusional, Mayweather won that fight. Mayweather beat the hell out of Gotti and Diego Corrales and Ricky Hatton. Look at Mayweather's victories. See, people get mad at this. Mayweather has beaten guys decisively where you really can't argue any way. Canelo, if you really think about it, truly hasn't. The better names he has fought, he has not like iced them out, unless there was marked weight advantages or age advantages where he was the youthful guy. Period. We could do this hot seat. If you're wrong, if I'm wrong, I'll take the L. But if you can't prove me wrong, you're going to take the L and you're going to hold it and you're going to get blocked. Kirkland. I mean, the Kirkland fight, he was on a 1.5-year layoff and he didn't have Ann Wolf. So, I mean, again, this is it. This is his best wins. You got to use Kirkland. Mayweather beat quality guys with no... Juan Manuel Marquez got shut the fuck out and knocked down by Mayweather off of a 2-year layoff. And that's just one person. All right. Marcos Delgado says Trout, Lada, and Jacobs. You got 10 seconds, homie. How the fuck was the Lada fight non-controversial? 10 seconds. So you mean to tell me one of Canelo's most controversial fights outside of the Golovkin fight, those are probably the most controversial. You said Lada? Really? 8 seconds. That was one of his most controversial fights. Lada won that fight. So that was horrible. King Corleone can't wait to count you down. 5 seconds. No, we're not. No one's debating if Mayweather is better than Canelo. That's easy. We already know he is. The Mexican legends know he is. Julio Cesar Chavez, I ain't never heard him. Marquez, anybody say otherwise. Everybody knows that. But it's not about that. What I'm saying is you have guys where there's like legend. Block him. King Corleone, can you get him? Can you get him? Get this dude out of here. Motherfucker said Lada. That was one of Canelo's first real big controversial fights. Get him out of here. But what I'm saying is, it doesn't have to be Mayweather. It could be Andre Ward. It could be Manny Pacquiao. It could be Carl Froch. These guys all have certified. Carl Froch has certified win. Like, okay, Carl Froch, George Groves. The first one, there was some controversy because it got stopped. People said it was premature. Then Carl Froch rematched George Groves, and he left nothing to the imagination. Carl Froch is one of my favorite fighters. He left nothing to the imagination. It was a good semi-competitive fight, and then he stretched George Groves, and George Groves' leg was folded like on some yoga shit. That's what I'm talking about. Carl Froch deaded that. There's nothing you could say about, George Groves. The first fight, yes, there was controversy. Just like what Andre Ward did with Kovalev. First fight, okay, some controversy. But then Dre showed you what's up in the rematch. Carl Froch did the same thing when he fought George Groves. So to me, that's what I'm referring to. Canelo hasn't done that. He arguably lost the first Triple G fight, rematches him, and I thought he won, but he left, some wiggle room for people to criticize because he kind of got hurt. He started getting hurt round 8 and above. You know what I'm saying? Carl Froch left it where you can't say nothing. He just decisive. Kovalev even. Kovalev beat Eliter Alvarez in the rematch. I didn't hear anyone complain because Kovalev did that. Him and Buddy McGurk had a good game plan. Canelo doesn't have that. Kovalev fought Jean Pascal, knocked him out in Canada, then went back to Canada with Jean Pascal had teamed up with Freddie Roach, and then he knocked him out quicker. So Kovalev has that. Kovalev beat Bernard Hopkins bald ass up and almost stopped him in the 12th round. Blake Caparello, he fought him in his backyard, stopped him. So notice all these other like legendary fighters I'm mentioning, they have sure shot, I beat you, no help from scorecards, no ref help, no crazy weight advantage, and I just beat your ass. Canelo doesn't really have that, where there's no age stipulations, rehydration clauses, weight, things that favor him. And if you think he does, tell me an elite top name that he has beat where there was no controversy. Zero. And even if you say Cotto, that was a few fights before he retired. So again, Canelo being the younger fighter, he didn't fight. Imagine Cotto if he, before the Margarito fighting Canelo. Maybe it's different. This is what I'm talking about. This is what makes people mad, but what I'm saying is true. I'm not saying Canelo's not a bad fighter. In fact, believe it or not, he's one of my favorite fighters to watch. I like his skill set. But the reality is he always has stipulations, kind of like what Pacquiao did with the catch weights. There's always things that favor him, and even yet and still, some of his fights are closer. He doesn't really, there's not much separation with his better names. He'll show separation against Angulo or Kirkland. But when he fights the Triple G's, the Mayweathers, the Ladas, I haven't seen him have an elite win where he showed pure dominance and separation, unless you want to call Chavez Jr. that. And I think Chavez Jr., like I said, he was at a weight. He couldn't even make one. Chavez Jr. fought Andres Fonfara at like 170 and then had to change the catch weight last minute because he couldn't make that. So 164.5, Chavez was going to probably be tapped. Someone said, I was born controversial. That's the reality of it. Okay, put it this way. Name a relevant fighter in the past 5-10 years that's like a Hall of Famer. Name them. Just name them in the comment section. And I'll name a win from them that was no controversy, a great win, guys with momentum, that type of thing. Just name Andre Ward, Carl Froch, Sergey Kovalev in his prime because he was undefeated and a champion, Chad Dawson. There's no controversy in any of those fights. You could say Kovalev won, but I'm talking about Kovalev 2. You see what I'm saying? Name another fight. Okay, Pac-Man. All right, the first Eric Morales fight, controversial. But Eric Morales 2 and 3, he dogged Eric Morales. He beat Marco Antonio Barrera. He just beat Keith Thurman. There wasn't no real controversy with Keith Thurman. He just beat him, So Pac-Man has hella wins like that, where there's no, David Diaz at the time was ranked. De La Hoya. A little bit of controversy because De La Hoya, I think he couldn't really make the weight. But, Canelo did his thing. Pacquiao did his thing. Name another fighter. Bernard Hopkins, Kelly Pavlik, Antonio Tarver. He fought Tarver at 175. He came up in weight. People said he was going to get smoked, and then he beat him. So B-Hop has those. He has tons of them, like where he beat Tavoris Cloud, Kelly Pavlik, the Antonio Tarver, who knocked out Roy Jones. So B-Hop got hella wins like that. He beat John David Jackson, who trains Kovalev or used to train Kovalev. I could do this all day. Roy Jones. Stop Virgil Hill with a body shot. Y'all must have forgot. Virgil Hill. That's an Olympian. And he rocked his shit. Broke his rib. Then made a song about it. Roy's that boy. Bro, this off the top of my head. I'm not using Wikipedia or nothing. Stop Virgil Hill with a body shot. Y'all must have forgot. He beat a prime James Toney. He beat Bernard Hopkins. He beat David Telasco. Richard Hall, I think his name, the dude with the twist. Man, come on, bro. Pretty Boy Floyd, Gotti, Diego Corrales, undefeated Ricky Hatton, who had beat Costa Zoo, who had beat Castillo, who y'all keep bringing up from Mayweather. He beat Ricky Hatton easy. Maidana has a great resume coming off the Broner win. Boom. Zab Judah. Oh, my God. Let's go. Let's go. Canelo, now I've been answering rapid fire, all the ones that I've seen. I've been answering rapid fire. Now you tell me who Canelo beat, where the guy, had size advantage over him, a lot of momentum and undefeated, shit like that. Pacquiao just beat Pacquiao is fucking 40, and he just beat an undefeated Keith Thurman, who was a 2-belt champion up until recently, and the only reason he lost a belt is because he was injured. Thurman. Name when has Canelo done that? Beat a guy that was bigger than him, a 2-belt champion pretty much, with power equivalent to his, undefeated, bigger, got speed and a great style. Pacquiao just did that. So it's at Rocky Fielding, exactly. Who got knocked out in the first round by another guy, Caleb Smith, that Canelo called out and his team called out, but they ain't fighting. Montel Griffin, that's another great Roy Jones. He got DQ'd. That was some bullshit, but then he got him in the rematch. So I think second round. Bro, you got to know your boxing. These dudes all see this. Listen, this is why the beta males get intimidated by the channel, because this is why they always revert. A monkey can't look a lion in the face, bro. We the king of the jungle. We the lions. We the tigers. We the bears. Oh my. They don't have nothing to say. That's why when they get mad, they say childish shit. Oh, Ego, you're ugly. You suck. You're hating. You get what I'm saying? Someone said Trinidad Fernando Vargas. Come on. Tito Camacho. Come on. Bro, all of these fighters, legendary fighters that I'm telling you, some of the best names, they have some, I'm not saying they won every fight, but they have the performances that were the performance, they fought a big name and won spectacular. Somebody who's ranked, somebody who was relevant and whatever. Like Tito knocked out Ricardo Mayorga, a relevant guy. You know what I'm saying? Relevant guy. Told you. Fernando Vargas. I don't know how you guys feel about the De La Hoya Trinidad fight, but Tito had them. He had Pernell Whitaker's and names where he, convincingly won. Period. Now, back to Canelo. Who is Canelo beat? Whereas, there was no real BS. That's just it. Mike Tyson beat Trevor Berbick when he was 20 years old. That's easy. Trevor Berbick has a win over Muhammad Ali. I mean, it was an older Ali, but still. Bro, I've already proven what the point. I'm not finna just do this because y'all not answering my question. The bottom line is all these guys have showed separation, period. Name somebody like if Sean Porter could beat Errol Spence, that's quality. That's a quality win. Name something like that, an equivalent that Canelo has fought and beat and showed separation, where there was no hinky scorecards or nothing. Just straight victory. They can't answer. They get mad, but they can't answer it. Smash the like button. He beat Kirkland off a year-plus layoff. It's always convenient little shit. No Ann Wolf, a year-and-a-half layoff. Kirkland got no defense, and he stopped him. Angulo was coming off a loss. Canelo was coming off a loss, and he stopped him in the 11th. You know, these are cool, but it's not the type of wins that I'm talking about. Like Nate, I almost all these guys I can say, from De La Hoya to Trinidad to B-Hop to Floyd to Pacquiao to Carl Froch to Juan Manuel Marquez, you can think of somebody that they beat where they showed true separation. I'm not saying the fight wasn't competitive, but in the end they showed like Juan Manuel Marquez, one of the greatest fighters out of Mexico ever, one of my favorite fighters. He beat prime guys, Michael Katsidis. He arguably beat Pacquiao in his prime, you know, depending on how you looked at some. But then he also, Pacquiao, even when he slept Pacquiao hadn't lost in hella long. And he slept Pacquiao. That's a quality, that's a universal historic win for Marquez. Pacquiao got slept when he hadn't lost in decades and shit. Juan Baby Bull Diaz, Marquez stopped him in a great fight in a war. Guy was coming. That's separation. He's showing the separation because he's like, okay, it's competitive. Let me make this quick adjustment. Bop, 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 bop. And then he stops him. Juan Diaz, with that win, Marquez proved he was the baddest guy at lightweight. Marquez will knock out Lomachenko. He would knock out. He beat Salido, who Lomachenko couldn't beat. Y'all got to know boxing. Y'all got to study. Marquez beat Salido. Some of y'all didn't even know that. And it's not just about triangle theories. I get that. Man, Shane Mosley, Roberto Duran, Marquez, Pacquiao, Floyd, they would trash Lomachenko. Lomachenko was fighting. There is nobody he has fought at 135 that holds a candle to the guys I just named. Jorge Linares. I'm not even trying to disrespect nobody. But Luke Campbell, you know, Luther, whatever, Uncle Luke and all these motherfuckers he's fighting. Anthony Corolla, Toyota Corolla, Linares. Man, come on, bro. None of these dudes is legendary lightweight. Lightweight is a historically popping division where you've seen the Shane Mosleys, Roberto Durans, Floyd Mayweathers, and different people in there. You ain't never seen, ain't nobody. Who has Luke Campbell ever beat? Name someone he beat as a pro. I don't care about no gold medal. We talking pro for pro. Name someone he beat that was worth a damn. Not like Michael Perez, you know, these random Darlis Perez and shit. I'm talking about someone for real. Like any name, any level of a name. He fought rematch room specials, you know. How the fuck did Luke Campbell beat Guillermo Rigondeaux when they never fought? Makes no sense. See, y'all don't know boxing. Lomo he'll get chopped up, bro. Yeah, there'll be a glitch in the matrix. My dude Icy sent a super chat. Let me read it. Man, they're gonna make Lomachenko versus Takashi next. Canelo hasn't done anything like that. In fact, every time he steps up against elite competition, he looks more and more vulnerable. Canelo is fading, in my opinion. Yeah, I guess he has knee problems, too. Mikey would beat Loma when Mikey was running. I would favor Mikey. What, Canelo and Alfonso Gomez? Man, get out of here, bro. See, and then this is what they always do, especially the black fighters. I'm going to keep saying it. Now that Devin Haney is looking like the goods, Devin Haney needs competition that we can all respect. We respect Lomachenko. He's a good fighter. We all respect Lomachenko. He can scrap. He's a good fighter. But now when it's a type of fight that the fans can really get behind and we can see what you're made of, now all of a sudden you don't hear Lomachenko saying nothing. The walls are closing in. Between Teofimo and Devin Haney and Tank moving up, the walls are closing in for Loma. The walls are closing because he's going to have to fight one of them. If he comes out the last man standing, that's all we wanted to see. More power to him. Man, Devin Haney might beat the brakes off of Loma, to be honest. He might take him to Jiffy Lube and beat the brakes off him. Black murderers row, exactly. They want Devin to fight Tank and Shakur Stevenson to fight him, but they don't ever want Lomachenko to fight him. You know, they don't want why? Okay, why did Lomachenko, the weakest division you've been in, outside of the new school of fighters who are still paving their way, that's the division you want to be undisputed in. Like, notice Terrence Crawford. He was undisputed at 140. You could say, at the time 140 was kind of light. But guess what? He's trying to do the same thing at 147. So you see the difference in mindset. Terrence Crawford don't give a fuck. He's trying to be the best at 35, 40, and he proved he was the best at those times at 35 and 40. Now he's trying to do the same thing at 47. Man, Jaron Ennis will beat the fuck out of Lomachenko. Yeah, they call him Boots. Lomachenko will get stomped like some boots. Jaron Ennis will beat the shit out of Lomachenko at this level. Because the size, Lomachenko is not equipped to deal with bigger guys with big punches and skills and rhythmic guy. Come on, bro. Jaron Ennis, Boots Ennis. Yeah, it's going to be Boots when you watch the fight. You'll be like, Ugg boots. Come on, bro. He weighed, but see, no, we're not doing that. Someone said he weighed too big. Yeah, it's funny when the other guy's bigger. So when Lomachenko was bigger than everybody he was fighting at featherweight, that was all good. When he bigger than Rigondeaux, that's all good. But then when he's at the deficit, nah, we can't have that. Shout out to Ivan Garcia. Ego, what you sipping on? Oh, just nothing. The little Starbucks. Bro, when Lomachenko loses to Salido, Salido was bigger. You see how they cry? He was crying in there. The fans cry and start whining. Boots fights at 147. I don't care if he fights at 202. He'll beat the brakes off Lomachenko. I don't care what he fight at. He'll body Lomachenko and then string his body up at Geno's and eat a cheesesteak, bro. The point I'm making is simple. They expect this out of black fighters, old media. They expect this out of black fighters just to act unimpressed when they do it. But then they never put the non-black fighters, non-colored fighter, non-fighters of color in these same predicaments. They want that, like ESPN DAZN, after Devin Haney, who is 20 years old, beat the shit out of his last opponent, right? Abduliv or whatever. He said, I want Lomachenko. I call him Nomachenko. DAZN, who is not even in charge of Lomachenko's career, right? They said, what about you and Regis Prograis? Why Devin Haney got to go to 140 at age 20? He calling out Lomachenko right now, who's in his weight class, and he's the mandatory 4, just won the WBC, and old media, a.k.a. DAZN, they're telling Devin Haney, why don't you fight Regis Prograis, who has to fight and get past Josh Taylor in a whole separate division above Devin Haney. Come on, bro. So, Devin Haney, young, black, rich, can win the WBC interim title, putting him in the mandatory position for fighting Lomachenko. Then when he calls out Lomachenko, they say, shut this kid up. What has he done? He hasn't done. You don't deserve Loma. You fight Regis Prograis above your division. Why? Why he got to fight Regis Prograis when Prograis on your DAZN schedule has his own fight, which is a good fight with Josh Taylor? Why are you talking about Devin Haney and Regis Prograis? Black on black crime. That's what they want. I'm telling you. They don't care because they don't care if Charlo and Andrade and Danny Jacobs knocks each other's brains out, because those would be good fights. But God forbid you mix one of those 3 names, the Black Murderers row, with a Canelo, or God forbid you mix it with especially a Triple G. Oh no, what has he done? He doesn't deserve Triple G. Well, Charlo, who's he beat? Oh, Matt Corba. All these excuses. Errol Spence stood up at the Charlo press conference post fight, and he said, "What's up with Canelo and Triple G? They don't want no smoke. How come they won't fight you?" Man, I'm gonna put that in front of every one of my videos. Y'all think I'm bullshitting? Cause we see what's going on. It's been going on, but new media is here now. Ronald Finkley, $2 super chat. Don't blink and claim to be great. Facts. So that's what I'm saying. As soon as there's any level of danger for the guys that they want to preserve, then all of a sudden they try to, put them in the witness protection program with Tekashi. And then you see black and brown fighters at least challenging themselves. Like Canelo. I give him credit. He's going to 75. That's not a give me to fight a champion at 75. See, the thing is, the reason why I'm not so interested is because it's Canelo. I rate Canelo highly, and I think he has skills, and I think his style particularly meshes up well with Kovalev. However, not just any fighter can leave 160 and beat a champion at 75. It's just I rate Canelo, so I kind of expect maybe a bit more, maybe for him to test himself a different. He's the face of boxing. But that's not an easy feat. But Canelo's still trying it. He's trying 68. That's why Canelo just told you. This is what they do to black and brown fighters. Canelo can move up and fight even a Rocky Fielding. Golovkin's team came in the game, said he could beat anyone from 54 to 75, yet he has not left 160. How come? And the old media has not held Golovkin to that. DAZN has not made him do that. Triple G versus Caleb Smith will be way better than Derevyanchenko. Derevyanchenko was getting hurt by Jack Kukale just his last fight. He got dropped by Danny Jacobs. That's Jacobs' leftovers, right? Now, I'm not saying he has no chance to win, but considering that he was getting hurt by a 54-pounder in his last fight, right, and he's no longer undefeated and he lost to Jacobs, I would rather see Triple G challenge himself at age 37, not these Steve Rolls fights. Mikey Garcia, another person. He jumped up 2 weight classes. He lost, but he tried it with Errol Spence. We don't see Lomachenko doing this. We don't see Triple G doing this. But then they say they're the biggest and the baddest. Come on, bro. They want Errol Spence to go up and fight Canelo. They never tell Lomachenko to go up and fight Errol. They never say, not Canelo, excuse me. Errol Spence, they want him to move up to fight Canelo, but they never tell Lomachenko to move up and fight Errol. Or for Lomachenko to move up and fight Terrence Crawford. You know why. You know what I'm saying? They criticize Wilder's resume, but Tyson Fury can handpick guys that he's supposed to look easy against and run from the immediate rematch. And y'all act like y'all don't see a pattern. Get the fuck out of here. You know what? It seems like Golden Boy has a whiteboard, like a chalkboard, dry erase board, and they just write down all the opponents and strategize what Canelo should do. All right, we're the franchise champion here. Andre, no. Charlo, no. And it looks like it's like a formula that they're trying to do. It's not just like, oh, we have the best fighter and we're going to prove it. It's like they have a dry erase board and they're looking at the variables and strategically plotting. I don't think Virgil Hunter did that with Andre Ward. I think he had faith that his guy could beat anyone at 68 and 75, so the fights were made relatively easy. Mr. Shav 81, $5 super chat. Andre Ward, you didn't hear him and Kovalev had a rehydration clause, and Andre Ward wanted this, accommodations and shit like that. He just fought him. Canelo has these clauses and all this shit, just like what Eddie Hearn did, which is messed up. Katie Taylor lost her last fight, for sure, but they gave it to her anyway. Man, these dudes is, oh my God, that's why they're getting clapped. I told you I'm not a Canelo fan. Anytime that they say that, that's usually an indication of the opposite. His name is Eric Ruiz. Look at the names, faces, and profile pics of the people doing the most hating. I told you I'm not a Canelo fan, which generally is just like when a fighter gets hit with a flesh shot and everyone's like, ooh, and then the fighter's like, nope, You know that shit hurt. But anyway, I told you I'm not a Canelo fan, but you guys don't know boxing if you think that Charlo can beat Canelo, period. So You're so narrow-minded that if anyone has the ideology that Charlo could beat Canelo, then that means they don't know anything about boxing. You see how stupid that sounds? So only your way of thinking is 100% right. Listen, I'm not saying everything I'm saying is right, but God damn it, what I am saying is if you have a better way to enlighten us using facts and patterns and a better argument, then give us that. You know, when I say, oh, Canelo Kovalev, it doesn't excite me, here's why. If you have a better reason of why I should be excited, then provide that. Anyway, it's just like Katie Taylor. She got whooped by Delphine Persoons. Once again, if you have the complexion for the protection, they will not, old media will not hold you despite, listen, all these people said Katie Taylor is the baddest female. So new media has been saying, man, Clarissa Shields is a beast. Old media is saying, no, Katie Taylor is the best fighter. Okay. She loses her last fight, somehow gets undisputed. Clarissa Shields fought a bigger girl in Christina Hammer with a great jab and boxing fundamentals who had 3 times as many fights as her as a pro. Christina Hammer had more knockouts than Clarissa Shields had fights. And Clarissa Shields ended up dominating. She worked herself into the fight, and by mid-fight to the end fight, she dogged Christina Hammer and started beating her bad to become undisputed. Now she's traveling down to look for more work. So they want to be like new media so bad. When I'm saying Clarissa Shields is the baddest female fighter, I'm telling you why, and her performances are showing you why. Meanwhile, old media, because certain people have the certain look that they want to advocate for, and they try to compete with us, they've been saying Katie Taylor, who is a good fighter, an Olympian, but they're saying she's the best female fighter. She didn't even win against this, pinhead-looking chick. She got whooped, and they still gave her the belts. Then, but wait, there's more. On top of that, now she's leaving. She's leaving her division. Not rematching the girl that we all thought beat you. Not rematching her. She's moving up in weight. She never said anything about I can't make weight. Eddie Hearn already said she could still make the weight because he talked about her fighting Amanda Serrano. Right? So she could still make the weight. She's not rematching the girl that we all think beat Katie Taylor. Eddie Hearn's not enforcing that, but he's making her fight someone else in another division. And then she might come back for Amanda Serrano or some shit. Why don't you just do what most fighters have to do, especially black fighters, and your controversial loss, handle that immediately? How do you guys not see a pattern? Black fighters are in a controversial fight, Floyd Castillo. He gets his rotator cuff surgery 8 months later, the same year Floyd fought. You all want me to pull it up? Do I have to pull it up? Or can I just tell you? Because I know either way, I know I'm factual. I know I'm on point. Do y'all want to see it? Or y'all want me to tell you and just believe it and you can do your own research? I told you, they can't fuck with us here. New media. Do I have to show you or can I just tell you? Someone said pull up game strong. All right, fuck it. I'll pull it up. So you get, bro. I'm gonna do it quick because I already know my facts is on point. So this is just y'all record. I recall, bro. I'm about to body old media again. Watch how quick. I'm gonna try to do it pretty quick. Speed round. Bow bow. All right. Look. Okay. So when black fighters are enthralled in the controversial, let's say Floyd Mayweather, right? Let's get down to it. Boom. Y'all see it. Jose Luis Castillo. First fight was controversial. Floyd had a messed up shoulder. That was on 4/20. Shout out to my smokers. 4/20/2002. His very next fight, guess what? Jose Luis Castillo in December of 2002. So 4/20/2002 to December 2002. Now we go up. He fought Maidana. Some people said that was controversial. Maidana, Cinco de Mayo weekend, 2014. Oh, that's right. His very next fight in September, the quote-unquote Mexican dates of 2014, he rematched him and did it again, did it over, and beat him decisively. Okay? Andre Ward. These are the black fighters. Because the black chat, they get mad. This is a speed round. Okay. His last 2 fights of his career, bro. Fought Sergey Kovalev November 19, 2016. So the end of, Thanksgiving week. Said it was controversial. His next fight in June, there was no in-between fights of the very next year because it was at the end of the year when they fought, was Sergey Kovalev. So he settled the score, right? This is what they do. I told you, this is what they do to black fighters. All right, Sugar Ray Leonard, where is he at? I don't think I could put the Sugar. Watch out. I told you, I'm abusing old media. They not fuck with me. Make sure y'all smash the like button for this education. All right, Sugar Ray Leonard. Okay. Let me, I don't know what year it was. There it is. Boom. Roberto Duran lost. A 15-round fight, he lost it to Roberto Duran. June 20th, 1980. Oh, wow, look. His next fight was a victory, a no-mas victory, TKO, over Roberto Duran. So June 20th, 1980, the same year, 5 months later, and people always make up this bullshit about Roberto Duran. He knew he gained too much weight. Bro, if you gaining hella weight from June to a training camp and your fights in November, that's your fucking fault. Point being, there were no in-between fights. Sugar Ray Leonard lost and then came back correct, and no mas Roberto Duran. And he beat him again the third time. Let me show you. Roberto Duran, he fought him again. So he won 2 out of 3 victory. This is what black fighters have to do. We can also go Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo wanted to fight Tony Harrison. That was his scheduled next fight. The only reason he didn't actually fight him is because Tony Harrison pulled out. So that's not his fault. So I just named several fighters where the black fighter has to immediately rematch the guy that troubled him or gave him a controversial fight. And there's more. Look at Shane Mosley versus Oscar De La Hoya. Let's check that one out. Bro, I told you I'm on my shit. They not fucking with it. Okay, Sugar Shane Mosley. Bow. Let's look at his De La Hoya shit. So he fought Vargas, knocked him out, and then he fought Vargas again. He had to prove it wasn't a fluke. Well, actually, never mind, because I don't think the first Mosley fight wasn't that controversial. I think it was the second one. So Shane Mosley doesn't really count. All right. Now let's look at Vasyl Lomachenko. All right. He had a controversial or a loss or whatever in his second pro fight. Orlando Salido lost. You look at his resume, he never fought him. So he lost to Salido in March of 2014. To this day, has never fought Salido, the guy that beat him. Right? That's a reality. Tyson Fury. Complexion for the protection. Okay, look. He fought Deontay Wilder, had a draw, split draw. Wilder was in negotiations to do an immediate rematch at the Barclays Center. He pulled out and left him hanging. Announced he's with Top Rank at ESPN, and this is who he's fighting. Unknown guys, Tom Schwartz. Look, they put an asterisk by his name. I don't even know what that means. That don't even sound good. Versus Otto Wallen. So he got to skip out. I know he's supposed to fight him in February, but why didn't he do an immediate rematch with Top Rank or without him? Right? So these are, I'm naming, I showed you all the black fighters in classic, potentially controversial fights. All right, Katie Taylor. This is the girl that really beat her on the Joshua Ruiz card. Delphine Pursuit. They gave it to her, and then now look at her. Her next fight is in a different weight category against this other chick who's 12-1. So the girl that beat you is 43-1, and now 43-2. You're fighting this chick who's 12-1 in another weight class instead of getting that get back. And you're an Olympian, and most people think you lost that fight. This is the double standards that I constantly talk about on my channel, and it's right there in your face. And the only people who are mad are the ones that refuse to see it because they know what I'm saying is true, but they don't want to acknowledge it. Because the moment you acknowledge it, you got to admit that there's a problem there, and people don't want to do that. Another example, Anthony Joshua just got burned by Andy Ruiz. Who's he fighting next? The same guy that burned him. So he has to immediately improve, but Katie Taylor doesn't. Now it's do or die for Anthony Joshua on December 7th, and he has to beat Ruiz. Otherwise, his stock is going to, do a David Price hit. But Katie Taylor, she gets to move out of the division and or fight other competition. So the girl that beat you is 43-1, and you get to fight a girl in another weight class that's 12-1. So way less experience. Because, again, if you have the complexion for the protection, they want to give you every chance to get better, to improve, to, get your bearings back and that type of shit. Now, prove what I just showed you wrong. I'll wait. Like, how come Floyd couldn't fight Maidana and then fight, some tune-up fights, Selchuk Idins and shit, and get ready for the Maidana fight again? He had to risk it all and risk Money Mayweather against a big puncher and do it and just get it right. Lennox Lewis ran it back after losing. Big facts. Picasso said crickets. I know. They can't say nothing. That's what I'm saying. Lennox Lewis, shout out to him. This man avenged every single loss that he had. And he won by knockout. Lennox Lewis is actually the greatest. Lennox Lewis had a draw with Holyfield, fought him again back to back. We going back to back. Bro, they not messing with new media. Look, Lennox Lewis, he really beat Holyfield. That wasn't even a draw, but look. March 13th, 1993 or 1999, he had a draw, which was really a victory. It was controversial. Then he ran it back with Holyfield. November of the same year, 1999. Then when he lost to Hasim Rahman by knockout in 4/22/2001, the same year he came back and knocked out Hasim Rahman in 4 rounds. Shout out to the great Lennox Lewis. But how come Katie Taylor go back in the same year, since you're coming back to fight in the same year on this rematch room card, come back to fight Delphine Pursuit, who most people believe beat you? I seen an interview. Katie Taylor said something to the effect of, people saying that I shouldn't be undisputed is so wrong. Then prove us wrong. She said it's like disgusting or something. All right, if it's so disgusting, then fight Delphine Pursuit and prove you can beat her. Then on top of that, it's looking bad for DAZN and Eddie Hearn because the new chick she's fighting, I don't really know much about her, but she has a 12-1 record. Her promoter put Eddie Hearn on blast. He said, yo, I just got to bring this up because I see my fighter crying, or he said something like that. And he said, how come if Katie Taylor loses, she got a rematch clause? But if we lose, we have no options on a rematch. And then Eddie Hearn was like, do you guys think you're going to win? That's not the question. Why is it a one-way street? Katie Taylor is not as big as you trying to make her out to be. Why is it a one-way rematch? So Eddie Hearn with these like shifty deals, where Joshua Ruiz, even if Joshua loses, like he lost, he's supposed to hold all the cards, and you're supposed to tell Ruiz how much that's why Ruiz held out to get more money, because you try to get him in. You try to lock him in, and then when he won, you didn't want to give him more money, but you got all this money for a site fee. And his team was like, nah, we don't feel safe. And now you had to give him more money. See? Eddie Hearn with them Sly Fox crooked deals and shit. Get this other girl a rematch clause. You damn sure didn't give one to Delphine Persoons. So the girl you lost to had a record of 42-1. Now it's like 42-2 with this fake ass loss. Now you're gonna fight a girl that's 12-1 in another division. Why? So you want to fight a more inexperienced chick rather than the girl that put you through war. See, if you have the complexion for the protection, you don't have to prove anything. If you lose controversially, oh well, just glad you got past that. I don't care about Haney Easter. That ain't no knowledge. There's no piece of information that suggests that's going to happen. Talk to me about real fights that are likely or going to happen. Listen, my channel is different. I'm not here for the sucker shit. I don't care. If it's not something I need to be talking about, like, bro, I'm the kid with the golden voice. I talk about what's relevant to boxing. I'm not here, Mike Tyson, David Tua. I save that for the back end. I got to talk about what's actually going on. I ain't heard nothing about Haney or Robert Easter. And Robert Easter versus Rancid Bartholomew was horrible. So I'm not worried about that fight. Talk to me about what we talking about. Pensacola, we talk tonight. Talk about Canelo Kovalev. Talk about how these black fighters have to do an immediate rematch. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? Talk about that. Talk about how the black fighters have to do an immediate rematch when they have controversial victories or fights or draws. But then other fighters that are non-black, they just move on with their careers, like Tyson Fury, Katie Taylor, Lomachenko. You don't see a pattern? Okay. You got blue or green eyes, I guess you don't have to do immediate rematch. Was that the rules? Imagine if Wilder did what Tyson Fury did. Tyson Fury's team was like, oh yeah, we're in negotiations. It was all public. And then Wilder skipped town and went to HBO. What would people be saying? They'd say Wilder is a bitch, he's a duck, he's doing all this and blah, blah, blah. But they don't treat Tyson Fury like that. Okay. Pensacola, we talk tonight. I told you, Bay Area, we talk tonight. It's looking shaky for old media. They know they can't compete. They should know at this point. So, we know what it is. Shout out to Austin Areola. Mr. Nipples is back. $2 super chat. Appreciate you. Is Edwards running it back with Martinez? Man, he got knocked out. He probably ain't going to run it back immediately. The haters wish Wilder did shit like that. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like they have these what-if scenarios about shit that's not happening, but refuse to talk about what's happening. Now, listen, let's talk about this, too, since we on I promise you, I'm closing this year strong. We bodying old media. Now, there's a lot. I need to make a video about this. There's a lot of people talking about how ESPN influenced the fight because Tyson Fury, his team thought it was a punch or a headbutt that opened up a cut, but in reality, it was a punch, meaning if the fight would have been stopped, if it gets stopped through an accidental headbutt, then that's different. But it would have been a TKO loss if it got stopped by a punch. ESPN, knowing the implications of the Wilder fight looming in the background, they couldn't wait to rush and tell Tyson Fury's. They sent someone over to Tyson Fury's trainer, Ben Davison, to inform him, hey, you guys think that this is a headbutt, but really it's a punch. And then after that point, Tyson Fury started fighting more aggressive. You're not supposed to do that. That's the commission's job, to relay the information. You're not supposed to say, you're no longer ESPN, you're a network. You're a network. You're supposed to be the observing party and doing commentary on what you see. It's not your job to turn into Tekashi and go snitch and tell everybody what's going on. That's like open scoring. When Canelo was fighting Austin Trout, and then that's why I hate open scoring in Texas. That's where they did that fight, because they went to Trout's team, and they went to Canelo's team and said, hey, they have you winning every single round, barely, basically. And they went to Trout's corner and said, oh, Canelo's winning. They have him winning every round. I don't know how, because the fight was competitive. They said, so you need a knockout to win. So all of a sudden, Trout got to fight different. So that I don't like that, because that influenced how Trout had to fight. If you know you need a knockout to win and you don't want to lose your title, then of course you're going to have to get more aggressive. So that gash that Tyson Fury had, you have to let the natural ebb and flow of the fight play out how it's supposed to. You know, you can't, you sending Takashi over there to snitch and tell. That's not your job, in my opinion. That's not your job to do that. That's they got to get that shit together, you know. So it's intrusive. That's like, okay, that's like me knowing somebody at a store and I'm shoplifting and I'm stealing shit and I'm taking a little bit of time, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't think anyone's on to me. And because I know this guy that I went to school with in the store, and he's like, hey, mall security's on their way. I heard over the radio, they're on the way. So now you give me, as the criminal, you give me a way out. Like, oh shit, I gotta hurry up because I'm shoplifting, and you just gave me a heads up. That's why, if you know, in the drug game, in the dope game, that's why they have lookouts, because they have a trap house or whatever, and they like, hey yo, you know, or they have people serving. Then you have a lookout who's on the lookout for, you know, rival gangs, cops, you know, Jake's 5-0, shit like that. That's why they have lookouts, so they can notify you and alert you. So that's what ESPN's doing now. Instead of letting the fight play out how it's going to naturally play out, they had to try to protect their cash cow by intervening. I don't agree with that. I don't think that's how it should be done, you know, especially when they did it quick. Soon as they found out Ben Davison and them said in the corner that they thought it was a punch, Bernardo Osuna or Tsunami or whatever his name is went over there and told him the correct. That's not, I don't like that. It's not that the information was like hidden, but you're not supposed to be able to, you're not the commission. You're a network, a broadcaster. Why are you influencing the ebb and flow of the fight by going over there sending somebody the information? Fucking ESPN 6-9 and shit, snitching. Let the fight play out. They don't want Otto Wallen to win. That's what I'm saying. So that's why it makes you look biased, because you jumped in the mix as soon. Oh shit, you know they think it's a accidental headbutt. Let's go ahead and correct them, so they know that this fight can be stopped. Well, it's not your job to do all that. Tattletaling ass. That's real rap. They couldn't wait to do the 6-9. ESPN 6-9. I just think that's not up to you. You know, it's like, I hate people that jump in shit that's not their business. You get what I'm saying? Like, one time I was going in somewhere so quick, and I parked. I was within the lines, but it wasn't necessarily my best parking job. And someone was like, "Look at how you're parked. You should redo your car." Like, fuck you. Who are you? You come make me redo my car, bro. Like, I never double park where other people can't get in. And he was like, "Oh, why'd you park so?" Man, who you, the parking police? I'm gonna leave it like that, and you ain't gonna do shit. I hate people like that, just jumping all in the video.
You're right. That's information.
Look, ESPN know they wrong. That's why Max Kellerman was talking about it. I'm killing old media. This shit fun.
Bob Bennett, the commissioner.
Look.
Bernardo Osuna come down on it but I believe that we did the right thing. Is the fact that when the commission you alluded to,
listen,
hit the cut for a couple rounds, and then you got to get back to, when you see like this ain't gonna work out like that, get back to what brought the cut out in the first place. I know
Do you really need to be told to target the cut like it's a cut. Like you try to hit the cut, you do what you got to do, but you're not overly enamored with it. And I think Joey Gamache's coach and Valine just got overly enamored with the blood, and they just stopped working and they stopped doing what caused them to cut Tyson Fury in the first place.
Andre, one of the controversial things that came out of the fight, and I'm not sure exactly where I come down on it, but I believe that we did the right thing, is the fact that when the commission, you alluded to it, when the ref said it was a headbutt, but the commission determined on replay, in fact, it was a punch, but Fury's corner didn't know. Our broadcast team, Bernardo Osuna, he gave that information to the corner. And there is an ethical question there. We become more than an observer. We become a participant in a way. But I believe I come down on the side that we did the right thing, because in the end, the correct information was conveyed. And boxing, there's that kind of relationship anyway. You know, the commission sometimes asks TV for a replay because we have the technology there. Where do you come down on that as a fighter?
I think I come down on this issue right where you did. I mean, I think the intent was not there to disclose any information. I think
I do.
You know, Bob Bennett, the commissioner for the Nevada State Athletic Commission, the head commissioner, I think he did the right thing. He came out with an article with Dan Rayfield, and he said, we dropped the ball. We looked at the replay. The replay worked phenomenal. The system worked phenomenal, but we dropped the ball in terms of conveying that information to the corner of Tyson Fury, something that could have been pivotal in this fight. So there was no intent there to try to help Tyson Fury or his team. And furthermore, I think the burden also falls on Otto Wallin. Like, nothing stopped him from pushing the pace and actually doing his job on the second half of that fight. Tyson Fury took it to Otto Wallin, and he beat the fight out of Otto Wallin. And you got to give credit to Tyson Fury and his team. I understand the concern there from people. I understand some of the eyebrows being raised, but I do not think the intent was there to help Tyson Fury. And you're right. That's information that the commission should have conveyed to him in the first place. And hats off to Bob Bennett for standing up and saying, look, we got it right on the replay, but we got it wrong over here.
By the way,
I disagree. I disagree with that, just because based on the fact of, okay, it's not ESPN's job to play the commission. It's not their job to, you know, make all right in the world. They're not the commission of the fight. So it's not your job to be Captain Saver. You get what I'm saying? So I disagree for that reason. It's not your job to immediately run back and then do something and say something that gives one side the upper hand to make an adjustment, because the reality is this. Tyson Fury got aggressive and started leaning on Otto Wallin and stuff, because he's like, oh shit, a cut could stop this. And that's a boost. That, like, you ever jump a fence? Pulling your own weight over a fence. We've hopped, man, when I was a kid, we used to hop all types of fence, running from people and shit. To pull yourself over that fence, especially if it has like barbed wire or some shit, you know, that takes effort. You got to be cautious. You got to be careful, not get caught up in the chain links and shit like that. Versus like, oh, here's a boost. ESPN gave him a boost. You help align by stepping in and trying to do the commission's job, even if they made a mistake. You have now done something, in my opinion, which isn't ethical, because you've given one side a tidbit of information that they didn't have, not through people were hiding it from him, but a natural course of they didn't properly convey the information over. You get what I'm saying? And you step in and you enable Tyson Fury's team to re-strategize with this newfound information. That's not fair, because you gave, again, it's like if I'm shoplifting in a store, if I'm going to get caught, I'm going to get caught. But it's easier when there's someone I know in the store and he's playing lookout and he said, oh, the cops are on their way. I talked to mall security on their way. I heard them on the walkie. I heard them on the walkie-talkie. So now I know I need to hightail it. I need to hurry up and wrap things up and get out before they get me. So you just gave them the drop, you know? That's not right. Because just like Andre Ward and Max Kellerman are saying that it's not, the intent wasn't there, the Nevada State Athletic Commission's intent wasn't there for Tyson Fury to not know what caused the cut. They watched it on replay. Whoom, whoom, whoom. So there was no malicious intent from the Nevada State Athletic Commission either. They weren't just like, oh, I can't wait to hide this information from Tyson Fury. Just someone fudged up, and that's what it was. But now you've delivered the information. You ran in Captain Sava, and you ran and snitched the information. All of a sudden, you instill in that team, like you give them that pep in their step. That's not right. You give them that sense of urgency that they would have had to develop and make those adjustments, believing whatever they believed to that point. But you ran and sent ESPN Bernard Osuna. Osuna, that's a good name. As soon as you found out that they thought it was something else, you sent him. So yeah, bars. Bernardo Osuna, as soon as you figured out that they didn't know what was going on, you ran over there to go and correct them so they can properly strategize. That's not right. That's not ethical. That's not ethical because you in turn allowed a team to strategize more so than the natural play of things. Like the natural ebb and flow of whatever the fight was going to be. Like, okay, Floyd Mayweather, he got to figure something. Like, okay, for example, let's say Floyd's fighting Maidana, and then Maidana's team. Here's another example. I'm destroying old media. I promise you that. Let's get it. Let's say Floyd's fighting Maidana. He got to just fight him off of instinct, make those proper in-ring adjustments right then and there. Let's say this was an ESPN fight, and Bernardo Osuna went to Robert Garcia's corner with Maidana, and since he speaks Spanish, he heard them say in Spanish that his leg is very numb and cramping up. That's like Bernardo Osuna going over to Floyd and saying, hey, I just heard Robert Garcia, and I heard Maidana tell Robert Garcia in Spanish that his leg was cramping up. That's not fair, because if his leg is cramping up, Floyd didn't create that. Bernardo Osuna didn't create that situation. But by you delving that type of information, it allows someone to re-strategize. So I don't care what nobody says, that's not right. Again, if Floyd was in there and then he noticed Maidana's leg was kind of funny, then that's what he noticed. But if Bernardo Osuna heard Robert Garcia and Maidana talking about it in Spanish and then ran over to Floyd's corner and said, hey, his leg's giving out, he might be dehydrated, then now Floyd can, okay, I'm going to move around a little bit. I'm going to move around on him and make him use that leg. You allow him to create his own strategy based on this newfound information. That is not ethical. I'm the realest doing it. That's a perfect example. That's why you don't need these motherfuckers going back and forth each corner. I mean, if that's the case, then why don't they do that? Why doesn't Bernardo Osuna check in with Canelo's corner and then go report to Kovalev's corner what they saying? I know that's a DAZN fight, but you get what I'm saying. That's not how that's for. Or DAZN commentary people. So DAZN commentary people go to Canelo's corner and oh man, Canelo's getting tired, and then go rush over there and tell Kovalev. Man, Kovalev, he's taking deep breaths. You got to let them pick up on those things their own way, naturally. If Kovalev gets the sensation that he's tired, naturally, then that's what it is. But you can't send Sergio Mora over there and then he go rat and report some Tekashi shit. That's not fair. That's not right. So who cares what they thought it was? If they thought it was a puncher, they got to live and die and make those adjustments in the ring. That's a boost. I don't care what nobody's saying. You gave that man a boost. You gave him a boost, and you gave him you gave him the type of intel that allows you to change a strategy. And if you didn't, then why did you even do it? Why did they send anybody from ESPN to even say anything? If you didn't help him in any way, then don't send nobody. Just let it play out how it play out. But you didn't want the man to get stopped, like Wilder was saying. So you want to give him that is helping him out. I don't care what no one says. That's helping him out. You can't run back and provide information. That's like Paul Revere. The British are coming. He's alerting everybody so everyone could get strapped up, ready for war. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't have no lookouts in this game. You got to just figure it out as it goes. If if that's like, that's why why do you think people don't show their sparring? A lot of people, they don't want their sparring out because they don't want the enemy to have that type of intel of their special move or how they're moving or who they're training with. They don't always want that information because it allows someone to strategize with that newfound information. So anything that allows somebody, any piece of information that allows someone to re-strategize and switch up their game plan, that's not fair. Because, okay, Otto Violen, where was his hookup? Why didn't they, even the score, go to Otto Violen and tell what Ben Davison is saying. Like, oh, Ben Davison, he says Tyson Fury, his cut's real bad and Tyson Fury got to get aggressive. If that's what we're doing, just send snitches to each corner and then give him a hookup. Otto Violen didn't get no hookup, but Tyson Fury did. That's not, you cannot, bro, just think about baseball. When they're doing all the plays, that's like you telling them what that means. Like, oh, I was in the bullpen with them last week and, that means the fastball. What the fuck? That's influencing the game. Now, you still have to be able to hit that fastball, but someone shouldn't just be coming and notifying somebody of what the fuck this means. It's that simple. Again, that doesn't give, it didn't give Tyson Fury superhuman strength or anything, but it allows him to re-strategize. So just like I'm killing y'all with examples, just the same way with the baseball. If you were studying what the symbols mean in the bullpen, right, you still got to be able to hit the ball. But with that newfound intel, that gives you somewhat of an idea of what to look for. That's not fair. That's why when you watch an NFL and they're doing the plays, the defensive people they're doing it like that, looking like Pacquiao mom, covering their mouth because they don't want the opposing side or any snitches or whatever, Takashis, to see what plays they're calling and what they're running. So you can schedule an audible or blitz or, you know what I'm saying? Okay, man-on-man coverage. If you know what the fuck they're saying, look at Casino. When they was on the phones, they wasn't letting their mouths be seen because they didn't want the feds who were watching on surveillance to know what they're talking about. This is common sense. So old media is getting bodied. I don't care who says what. That is not fair and that is not right. That is not right for you to use your network. You supposed to commentate, broadcast, and film the shit and interview the people. That's it. It's not your job to correct what okay, so ESPN, here's another example. I'm killing y'all. So let's say Tyson Fury has this nasty cut and ESPN, one of the people from the camera crew or something, is a registered nurse and works with cuts and wounds and shit like that. And then the cut man's doing the cut in the, the time allotted in between rounds to fix it. And then the ESPN camera crew says, oh, you know what? If you take the cold compress, press it down like this and bunch it together, then put the Vaseline on, it's going to hold the cut intact. Bro, you're giving his team pointers. ESPN is not supposed to be doing that. ESPN is not supposed to send a cuts expert or a doctor to tell a team how to be more professional or how to be more efficient. That's not right either. You can't give them pointers on what, like, I've been to fights where there's somebody who's affiliated with this team, but they're not in the corner and they're just yelling this stuff. The commission will make that person that you could possibly get ejected, like kicked out, because you're giving advice and yelling instructions that may influence or help the fight, and you're not part of the registered team. So I don't care what anybody says, that is not right. I've seen people like, let's say, I'm just making an example. Let's say Broner has a 4 or 5 man team or whatever that are registered as his corner. They have Mike Stafford, Kevin Cunningham, Cutman, blah, blah, blah. So you have your chief second, blah, blah, blah. Let's say Robert Easter is real cool with Broner and he's like, man, jab, blah, blah, blah. And he's sitting right there, but he's not part of the registered team. You could get in trouble by the commission for intervening too much, and you're not part of that the exclusive lanyard team. So again, it's the same thing. ESPN is not part of Team Fury. They shouldn't give him no kind of alley-oops. That's an alley-oop. You allow him to re-strategize. No matter how you slice it, it's not fair. I wouldn't want someone, oh man, get more aggressive because this could end at any moment. You just gave him a game plan. You gave him you basically told somebody how to pass the test. You have to figure all that out. There ain't nobody helping you. That's like a bomb specialist trying to defuse a bomb, and then they have somebody like Skyping with them and seeing what they're looking at. Oh, I will cut the red wire. Don't cut the green wire, cut the red wire. You feel what I'm saying? Helping them. You can't, there's no help in boxing like that. Your team can't help you like that. Or people outside of your team ain't supposed to help you or give you advice or anything. So if the commission, even if they did mess up, then that's something they got to get together for the next time. But you shouldn't be a party to anything that could influence the fight when you're not part of the team, period. And like I said, I've seen people almost get removed for trying to help their homie and standing up and giving them instructions when they're not registered and credentialed as, Team Broner or whatever. Joe Breezy, $5 super chat. Salute Egos, San Diego in the building. Keep doing your thing, brother. Top 5 source for boxing news, period. Any platform. Appreciate you. Y'all know what it is. D Will was popping. Yeah, man. So ESPN, no matter how you're that's why Max Kellerman is talking about it on Max on Boxing, because he knows he knows people are coming in saying that's not ethical. That's like a teacher. I could do analogies all day, bro. This is what I do. That's like a teacher having a test, and then someone's like, oh, I took this course last year, like the TA or something, the teacher's assistant, giving one student the information like, oh, I took this course last year before I became a TA, and the teacher grades on a curve, and if you answer the bonus questions, it'll raise your grade. She'll take that into consideration. You can't give somebody that. So now one student out of 30 got this new information that the other people, that's not fair. If they felt like doing the bonus questions, the extra credit, you're not there to influence how they're taking the test. Do you get what I'm saying? You talking about, oh, she grades on a curve, so I wouldn't spend too much time because you can make up for it on the back end. Why are you giving them pointers on what's happening? It don't make sense. Plus, you don't know if they're trying to be malicious or not on top of them, trying to act like they're helping. Yeah, the moment ESPN got involved, that's how you know the bias was there. What they should have done, if anything, okay, this is what I'm saying. If anything, you should have snitched to the commission and tell the commission to so it falls on them. You should have told the commission. Why didn't you do that? Why don't you, instead of involving Bernardo Asuna or whatever, why don't you tell the commission that, I think there's some, back and forth about how the cut was caused. And then at least it will fall on the commission. But you stepped in because you don't want Tyson Fury to lose. Man, I can't wait. I hope Wilder gets past Ortiz. I cannot wait for this fight. I can't wait for all the Andy Ruiz, Joshua, Wilder, Fury too. I can't wait for all this shit, bro. Doomsday is near. I promise you. It's about to be so much a wrap for old media. Just stay tuned. Keep it locked. I know what I'm talking about. I believe what I'm talking about. And y'all know the stuff because I'm not hearing much resistance. He said 19 people hate real boxing news but still listening, I bet. LOL. Facts. Bro, where is Otto Violin getting fed information? That's not your job. Like Mac Dre said, that's not my job. It's not your job to step in and play Captain Save-A-Ho and explain to him where they went wrong. You're not the commission. So why even take it there and get involved? You know, that's like that permit patty shit. Nah. Yeah, oh yeah, these monkeys are barbecuing at the, like, who are you? You know, like you a cop or something. You ain't a cop. You ain't a cop, Jay Reed. What's that from? You ain't a cop. You ain't a cop, Jay Reed. Hey, you telling me I can't sell water? Fuck out of here. You telling me I can't barbecue at Lake Merritt? Fuck out of here. That's that permit patty shit. We ain't having that. You ain't a cop. You ain't a cop, Jay Reed. What's that from? Shout out to Joe Breezy. Nah, Joe Breezy the realest. He got it. He said in too deep. Exactly. You ain't a cop. Motherfucker tell me what to do. I'm going to Lake Merritt and barbecue right now. Fuck you mean? Man, ESPN know. That's why they talking about it on Max Kellerman's show. They know that ain't right, bro. They know that ain't right. You're not supposed to be giving no one heads up. That you an informant. You send an informant to Takashis and shit. Let the fight play out how it's going to play out. If Tyson Fury felt a sense of urgency, because listen, Tyson Fury's team thought it was a headbutt. They were kind of lackadaisical because they felt, okay, if it gets stopped, it's going to get stopped and, you know, be a no contest or some shit. You told them that, and then all of a sudden Tyson Fury started and start fighting manic and shit because he knew there was a sense of urgency. You can't influence the fights like that. If he felt like doing that because of the blood, then that's what he did. Otto Wallin was doing great up until that point. Then you told him, and then all of a sudden Tyson Fury switched up his MO. So you allowed him to know what was going on and switch up his game plan. You know, that's not right. If he wanted to switch up his game plan naturally, then that's what it is. How come nobody helped Floyd Mayweather? Nobody went to Floyd Mayweather and said, oh, man, I heard Freddie Roach and Pacquiao, they was talking about Pacquiao's shoulder fucked up. He didn't get a Toradol shot. I heard Pacquiao, he was like, yes, it's up to, I want to pray for my shoulder. It heal in the ocean? You know, well, how come nobody ran and told Floyd Sr. and Floyd Mayweather Pacquiao's shoulder was fucked? That's not right. You know, that's like ESPN. Oh yeah, you know, Pacquiao's shoulder. And bro, if it was a black fighter, mark my words, that got the intel, you know how they would act. If Mayweather was told about Pacquiao's shoulder and he didn't know nothing about it, and ESPN ran over and told Mayweather, then that would be the new excuse of why Floyd beat him. Come on, bro. That's why you don't put yourself in that mix. That's like two drug dealers having a standoff about to shoot each other, and then I walk into the warehouse and try to get involved. Man, I ain't getting involved. That's y'all business. I ain't going to be like, hey, wait, okay. Just give him the briefcase back and give him the dope back. Put the guns down. Man, y'all blow each other head off, whatever. I'm out. I'm not finna. That's that. You know, certain people in scary movies, they hear a noise and go investigate. Jason. Hello? Q, Jason. Jason. Who is it? Where are you guys? Like, you stupid. Motherfucker talking to the shit. Bro, if someone's breathing and they're saying their name and there's an echo to it, I'm out. I'm not finna reason with this hockey mask motherfucker with a machete. These dudes are stupid. Jason. What do you guys want? Jason. Man, if I hear shoot, I'm out of that motherfucker, bro. I'm finna walk out of there like OT Genesis. Bro, I'm out. You ain't gotta tell me twice. These motherfuckers at Camp Crystal Lake trying to investigate. Then they see a nigga Wilder height 6'7" with a hockey mask, and they go try to talk to him. Let's see what he want. If you 6'7" with a hockey mask on it, I ain't fucking with you. Especially you got asthma or whatever this shit. Your breathing is fucked up. I ain't like I'm gonna get. See, Jason had asthma or whatever. That's why I'm gonna stay a certain distance away because I know I can outrun him. The motherfuckers in the movie go up to the killer. They see Freddy, a silhouette of Freddy with that fedora and shit. You can't see his face and shit. What? Let me go talk to him. He's talking to your friend, and he cut your dumb ass head off like Wolverine, and then you look stupid. Hell no. I remember Jason Takes Manhattan. Remember that black boxer on the rooftop? He was like, huh, huh, bah, 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 bah. He thought he was fucking with Jason. He had a little bit of movement, a little bit of swag, like, bah, and Jason was eating them shits. Yeah. Then motherfuckers start getting tired like Tyson Fury. And Jason was like, bah. He almost pushed, like he kept hitting him he was almost at the edge of the rooftop. And the dude was hella tired. Jason. Bah! Jason hit him with the one hitter quitter from hell. Bro, it knocked his head into a dumpster. You not fucking with Jason. Jason the new Wilder, bro. Jason hit him with the kill shot, that Eminem kill shot. The black dude did all this stuff. He was moving like Tyson Fury and shit. That's all they want. This motherfucker did all this shit, moving like Tyson Fury and Eddie King Jr. You did all this shit. Jason was like, hit you with that Drago. I must break you. Jason Voorhees is the one, bro. He the Wilder before Wilder. Bro, he knocked his head off of the roof into a dumpster and the dumpster closed. Power. Jason was like, oh my God, I got this hockey mask. I want to catch a body so bad. Jason want to catch that body, bro. Black people always got the worst death in every 80s, 90s movie. They got the worst death. I remember Jaws. I think it was Jaws 5. Mario Van Peebles like, hey guys, the motherfucker talking as the shark's eating him. Hey guys, why? Black people got the most violent deaths in any 80s, 90s movies. They get fucked up so bad. Like, the director be overkilling. Even in Scream, my man Omar Epps, AQ, motherfucker went to tinkle. He went to take a piss and got fucking stabbed in the head through a bathroom stall. Bro, them bathroom stall shits, that's like a good sheet of metal. That motherfucker really wanted to kill you if he can stab through that. Bro, he stabbed through a bathroom stall. They be doing them so greasy. The director like, more blood and guts for the near. We got to make sure he's gone. They be out of pocket with them 80, 90 moving. Even on Running Man. Who was the one that, remember in Arnold Running Man? Didn't the black dude, who got killed and then the barbed wire was like cut his fingers off? Who was that? I forgot. I gotta watch it again. Where that barbed wire cut his around his neck and cut his fingertips off. He had a fucked up death, whoever that was. He said, I hate Kid Corleo, bro. He know exactly what Deep Blue Sea versus Samuel L. Jackson. That's what I'm saying. Samuel was doing a powerful monologue. Yes, we get these shark motherfuckers. Ah! Bro, the shark jumped out the water as he's inspiring people and killed Samuel L. Jackson. Let's get these shark motherfuckers. Ah! It got pulled into the water. Hell nah. They had LL Cool J in the fucking oven with the oven on preheat to 425, and LL had a hatchet rapping, deepest, bluest, my head is like a shark's fin. Bro, why is he in the oven drowned? He was about to get burnt up and drowned. See? Luckily, LL survived that movie. He about to get fucked up. He said Samuel do be getting fucked up. So it says Samuel L. Jackson, death in Jurassic Park. They only found his arm. That's what I'm saying. They be having the most violent shits. You know, it just be like Saw movies. Black people credit scores be getting shown and then they skin get ripped off. Like, why you gotta show my credit score, bro? Like, that was unnecessary as shit. You had to rip my skin off and show my credit score before I died? Like, I want to play a game. You've spent your life mismanaging your credit. To free yourself, improve your credit score. Like, what the fuck? Man, I'll beat the fuck out of Jigsaw. Got me playing these dumbass games. How am I going to improve my credit score in 5 minutes? You about a dumbass. Them Saw movie, he had you trying to do shit, stupid shit. How am I going to free myself and improve my credit score in 5 minutes? To free yourself, improve your FICO score in the next 5 minutes. If not, you will die. Good luck. Like, man, this is some stupid ass game. You know I can't. Them Saw traps, they start getting out of pocket, bro. You know ain't nobody finna improve their credit score in 5 minutes. Man, kill me, motherfucker. How you gonna improve your credit score? Your FICO score sucks. Free yourself. You need an 800 credit score. Like, all right, just kill me because that's not gonna happen. So, what are we even talking about? Them Saw traps, they start like by Saw 4 and 5, they start doing too much. You're butt naked, covered in honey. I want to play a game. There's a beehive with the Wu-Tang right above you. I put the key in your pee hole. Like, what the fuck? To free yourself, open your dick and get the key. Before the beehive with the Wu-Tang try him, stink you to death. I'm like, man, I ain't playing this stupid ass game. I just wait for the timer and just be I'll put Spotify on. I ain't nobody finna cut they dick off and all this extra shit to free it. Man, what? Ain't no black dude finna cut his dick off no matter what. Gotta go. Ain't nobody finna do it, man. Get the fuck out of here. I'll just put on a nice little playlist. I'm like, damn, it's been real, motherfucker. Ain't nobody finna play these stupid ass games. That little stupid ass doll on a tricycle with that Toys R Us or that fucking Target logo on his cheek. Motherfucker. Man, I beat the fuck at that doll. Narco, what's poppin'? He told Captain Marvel, bitch, please. What you talking about? What is that from? Captain Marvel was in that? And what? I'm lost on that one. What was Captain Marvel in? I ain't seen the Captain Marvel movie. Yeah, them Saw movies got hella fake because the motherfucker had AIDS or something. And he was still trying to play games. Like, he was on his deathbed. That motherfucker, he was on that Easy-E shit, bro. And he was, I want to play a game. Bro, you need to get well. That motherfucker had cancer or some shit. How you want to play a game and you sick as fuck? I want to play a game. You need some rest. You need some R&R. Fuck are you talking about playing games for? Nigga finna die. You finna die, bro. You want to play some chemo. Bro, you ill. What the fuck? Man, that shit start getting fake. He was on the death. Then he died and he still had games being played. Hey, man, get your Ringling Brothers ass up out of here, bro. That motherfucker was dying, still playing games. Oh, I want to play a game. Bro, I got to connect this IV real quick. You need an IV. You know, I need to rent your IV. What you talking about? I want to play a game. You need some shut eye. You need some melatonin. That's what I'm talking about. You need sleep. Motherfucker trying to play. Motherfucker had AIDS and shit. I want to fuck some bitches. Like, bro, this what got you here. Motherfucker tripping. I want to play a game. Bro, you been playing. That's why you here right now. You playing too many games. You playing too. Motherfucker had STDs and shit. Trying to play game, bro. No more games. You played enough games. Motherfucker got the clap and shit. Still trying to play games. Don't be trying to kidnap people because your life ain't going. Motherfuckers in Veltrex commercials and shit. Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre versus I'm going with Jason. Jason is like, that motherfucker drowned and came back, so I'm picking him. And he ugly as fuck. I'm picking Jason. How did Jigsaw? Hey, I can't wait for October. I'm about to watch some scary movies. That sounds fun. I might watch it with your bitch. I'm about to watch some scary movies, though. Hey, top 5 scary movies before I get out of here. I want to hear them. Top 5 scary movies. Use specifics if it's sequels. Like, which part? Like, don't just say Jason. Say Jason, which one? Top scary movies. You know, I gotta. That's two. Top 5. What's your vampire movies? Hold on. I want to start with vampire movies. I gotta say The Lost Boys goes in mine. Top vampire movies. We'll start with that. I gotta put The Lost Boys in there. That's my shit. Michael. That motherfucker was tripping. Kiefer, my homie Kiefer was tripping. Michael. See, this is why I fuck with Adrian. That's what I'm talking about, Adrian. He said Fright Night. Fright Night is in there. Blade, yep. I put that in there. Blade was raw. Frost. All right, y'all. Okay, we on the same page. Blade, Dust Till Dawn, yep. The Titty Twister. We got black pussy, white pussy, Mexican pussy, hairy pussy, smelly pussy. We got chicken pussy, dog pussy. Come to the titty, bro. That's my shit. I'm about to get a job at the Titty Twister the way Cheech was doing that. He said, we got tall pussy, short pussy. We got sweet pussy, Saturday pussy. Bro, he was wilding. He was really tripping. We got B sample pussy. We got this dude was tripping with that. Yeah, that's my shit from Dust Till Dawn. Kamal has a little hitter list here. Child's Play 1. But Aunt Maggie, you know, John, you shouldn't leave your dolls around, John. You mean I gotta stay in the body of a little 10-year-old boy? No fucking way. Shout out to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Okay, Lost Boys. He said Basket Case. I gotta watch that again, but I remember that Friday the 13th one. Rob Zombie, Devil's Rejects. I gotta watch that again, but I liked it. I remember liking it. Final Destination. I don't really consider that a scary movie, but I liked it. That's like kind of a thriller, but Final Destination go dumb. I'm surprised they haven't remade that. Pinhead, Exorcist, 13th Ghost. I gotta watch the 13th Ghost. Candyman. Y'all got some good ones. Hey, I'm Prom Night. Okay. You know what's a dope one? Like an old school one? I used to love Silver Bullet. Shout out to Corey Haim. That's one of the dopest werewolf movies. You know, they got American Werewolf in London, Silver Bullet. Those are like top werewolf movies. Silver Bullet is raw, where he was in that wheelchair. People Under the Stairs is my shit too. That's Wes Craven, so I'm gonna put that in the scary movie section. People Under the Stairs is raw. I love People Under the Stairs. Silver Bullet is dope too. The original It. Tim Curry. Silver Bullet was the shit. Y'all be knowing. See, this is why I love Eagles Army. They don't make Pet Cemetery. That the first one. I heard the second one's pretty, or the reboot's pretty good. Scream. I got to put Scream in there. The first Scream was raw. Hello, Sydney. Yeah, that's my shit. Exorcist, classic. Shining, classic. Children of the Corn. Y'all are all right, man. Let's get ready for a great fall and winter. I'm about to get out of here. My voice feel crazy from talking so much all day. So I'm going to take a break, watch this Quillen fight. Shout out to all y'all. Man, we working. New media. Digital mob. Y'all know what it is. Let's get it. Sinister is decent. What's the Scarecrow? That's Jeepers Creepers. Cam Newton was dressed like him, too. The Jeepers Creepers do. Y'all see what Cam Newton was dressed like Jeepers Creeper? Hold on. Let me see if I can find it real quick. That motherfucker had the Jeepers Creepers outfit on. Joe Breezy, Candyman 1, he was in the hood. Facts. Look. Told y'all. This motherfucker dressed like Aunt Jemima. He looked like the Jeepers Creepers thing. Cam was tripping. This motherfucker looked like hotel. You know when you go to a hotel, a nice hotel, and they check you in? Mixed with Jeepers Creepers. Bro, boy, if you don't, what the fuck? This motherfucker got that Billie Jean ass outfit on. Motown 25 looking ass, bro. You are not Michael. Bro, he looked like Sojourner Truth. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm out. Oh, yeah, Pumpkinhead had them long-ass Arsenio Hall fingers. Peace.